What does this mean for the draft, gentlemen? Kenna will round out the GAM esports team composition while FPX locked in the Renekton for the top lane. So it does look like it's going to be the Kiana in the jungle, not in Doinby's hands as expected. But yeah, let's zoom out, look at the 5v5s and what are our expectations?
So I think that Fun plus Phoenix have a very strong top side of the map. I think that what we saw yesterday from Tian was he actually invested a lot of resources into Gimgoon trying to get him ahead against Splice, and I think that they have the ability to do that again. They have to be careful though, because Xerath is actually going to be playing the Cannon rather than the Jace, which is a very good matchup into the Renekton in 1v1, but we know that Levi likes to hang around the top side of the map as well. So I expect bot lane to be very farm focused, not a lot of interaction happening, whereas I expect a lot of ganking and fighting towards the top side of the map.
And I want to see what Levi can get done in these early levels, because pre-6, Kayle is going to be under her turret against this Jace. You're going to be getting bullied there, and I want to see if Levi can use that to get into
They want to go for it. Looking at the level 1 from FPX, it's not the strongest. Kiana doesn't do a lot. Hook lands.
It does indeed. Dredgeline will pull Kiaya back. Now all of a sudden, Crisp is trying to find another belly bop. Slay is going a little bit low, forced to flash. Gamma or
the wave underneath the tower, but Tian is looking for a gank bot.
He is indeed. Dredgeline will connect
No
from
flash.
again. And that's going to be so easily secured. It is donated, in fact, to Tian. But there's not much you can do because of that level 1 invade and losing your summoner.
So these creative picks that don't always win lane, and what you'll often see is Crisp and Tian hovering him to offer that support. And we just saw it there. Crisp, in his first roam, is there to just help him out, make sure that Kiaya isn't applying too much pressure, whereas the same can't be said for the top lane.
All right, Xerath, level 5, got flash available, is going to get caught out. He's going to flash into the mini wave by some time. Here comes Levi, not going to be enough to save Xerath's life. Levi's trying to get a response back. The Crocodile's the target, but Tian's coming forward. The Q from Gimgoon keeps him alive. Cold Amik does so much.
So well played there, and Levi just seconds too late, and now Kiaya in trouble as well.
Absolutely fantastic fishing from Crisp. He's landed.
Remember is that for GAM, they actually had a lot of strong pushing lanes in the early game, but Tian has been the difference maker. The junglers have now met.
They have indeed. The Shock Blast won't find a target though. Levi move forward. There comes the ultimate from Kayle. Kiaya's in trouble, running for his life. That's a shutdown at least. Kiaya manages to get out with his life for a moment or two. Near instantaneous or guaranteed death. All right, Levi's not going to spot out Tian here. He's going to be standing in the bush behind him. That is just a supreme display of talent for the LPL over versus Splice, down 700. And versus their league average in summer, this game is feeling a lot closer to what we kind of expected from them in the tournaments.
Exactly, and like I talked about earlier on, they are so good at exploding these gold leads.
Ultimate to knock away the engage tools, as we see a bit of an all-in from Xerath.
We do. Trade of ultimates thus far. Xerath's going to look to flash the wall. Wait, manages to pull it off. Gimgoon follows suit. And that was an easy solo kill in what was Gunblade versus Merc Trade's Door and Shield.
That was the only strong place on the map they had.
What we expected from FPX. A bit of trading happening in the bot.
More than a trade, my friend. Slay uses the stopwatch to go golden. Now takes a lot of damage as Slay now flashes away. LWX, and what do you see for the chase? Final hours on cooldown. He's chasing forward. LWX can continue to look for more. There's the ultimate from Galio, and it will get popped before he dies. It looked like Levi just showed up in the lane. He's found himself a kill onto LWX. Now the Dredgeline will not find a target onto Zing. Tumbles away. Levi cannot do more. There's a dive happening in the top lane. Rift Herald's already been summoned, and that's because Xerath, was he killed again?
FPX found themselves 2 quick kills, one in the top lane, one in the bot lane, and they are snowballing this gold lead out of control. Beautiful stuff from Crisp in the bot side of the map. Stacking his CC well, being extremely patient. He played that beautifully to allow LWX and Chris to come out on top.
While Xerath was walking back to lane, Tian was doing the Rift Herald, and as soon as they saw this fight happening on the bottom side, they easily set up for the dive. Xerath arrives, dies immediately, loses his tower. He's now way behind.
Still available in the bottom lane, but they're going to time out in 8 seconds. I didn't look at the timer first. One tower already secured. by FPX. Crisp and Tia now moving forward. That's an auto attack connecting on a Slay that holds him in place. Condemn will also lock him against the wall. And the supreme display of talent. 5, 1, and 2. The Duskblade of Drakthar and Warrior is doing work. We turn our attention to Do and B. Oh man! Kiaya and the rest of GAM Esports made priority of Worlds. There was one gold lead in the planes that was higher. And it looks like Zin's in trouble. It was a good flash pretty quickly on.
What is this champion
going to get away? I mean, 6, 1, and 2. It doesn't matter what champion you play, you're going to look like that. Doinby's able to flash away. Divine Judgment keeps him alive a few seconds longer. He got one additional flash out of it. That's at least a kill baby. But yeah, any assassin at 6, 1, and 2 will look like that.
I mean, the Duskblade is already completed for Tian. He just straight up one-shot Zin and very low.
Astronomically low. And the thought that I've had in my head, which we'll get to in a moment,
dangerous.
That's a dash backwards. Depth charge will connect onto one. Tian's moving forward. Doesn't even hold on to anything else. I mean, the ultimate came down, and with the help of Do and B, just easily picks up another kill.
This is one of the reasons that FPX snowballs lead so effectively, is that they just bleed you out of your own jungle. They don't just wait for the Baron, as we're going to see another one-shot here.
And we are indeed. Zeros stays alive longer than anybody would have expected. Zeros escapes. The taunt comes down for Slay, and finally he's taken out as LWX moves forward. Now there's a threat in the top as Slay is running for his life.
You know, I'm going to say, Azel, this is the other way in which they snowball their lead. There's jungle camps, and there's killing 3 members of the enemy team.
Yeah, why would you take the goals when you could just take the team?
Yeah, GAM moving into an area of the map.
Crisp was looking for the flash hook over the wall. Wasn't able to connect, but they will open the base before 20 minutes. The inhibitor is exposed in the top lane. Gimgoon with a Black Cleaver B helping out Do and B. Multiple ganks, multiple initiations, but it doesn't matter. You won the lane, right? And that's what matters most, is now Zeros will throw down the Slicing Maelstrom. Do and B's under threat, apparently. He's easily able to escape. And now Do and B are looking for some additional support as Slay will get locked up against the wall. I'm just trying to every version there, Zale. The inhibitor's going to go down in the top lane.
Which one feels best, Trevor?
Kayle and Renekton are able to make that happen. No kill in the mid lane. Kiaya and Levi running for their lives as in the tower falls. 7-0.
They don't need the Baron, it feels like. They're just absolutely running over this game. And with this sort of a gold lead, over 12,000, double Infernal, they have all the options in the world as to how they want to close this one out. And they are going to retreat back to this Baron. GAM doesn't really have any options. You pray for a miracle steal, but Tian and Gimgoon are waiting for that possibility.
Kiaya is aware that they're in the brush. He's just going to check it out. This Baron is going down pretty quickly with the Vayne.
It is indeed. Is anyone going to go into the pit? Shock Blast comes out. Will not do anything more. Here comes Tia. Supreme display of talent. Locks up a couple. Zeros, no Slicing Maelstrom available. Kiaya running for his life. And now LWX and Do and B chasing him down. Levi is dead. That's the second of the fight. Baron was secured at 22.5 minutes. And if memory serves correctly, G2 set the fastest winner groups at around 24 and a bit. Let's see if FPX can finish it. They've got the highest GD of 15, and I'll get the exact timing from our stats team in a moment.
2 members of FPX are sitting with over 2,000 gold right now, and they're choosing not to reset. They recognize that Levi is dead. They have a Baron buff. Why bother going back to spend your gold when you've got more than enough to just look and end this game?
Maybe pushing in 23 minutes, pushing onto the Nexus turrets. The first one will fall. Baron buff still up, and there's not much that GAM Esports can do. The last tower is standing, and Fun plus Phoenix are pushing it. Dredgeline won't find the target though. The Nexus will be the focus. Do FPX look for the tower dive? Slicing Maelstrom goes in, finds a couple kills. Divine Judgment comes down, and the Nexus will fall. It's the quickest game of group so far.
FPX can be really happy about this one. We saw it in the Do and Be interview coming into the day. They wanted to win this game, to regroup, to rebuild that mental state and that confidence that they had entering this tournament. And I think that they can say they've fully done it.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Tian and Crisp. I felt that together they worked extremely well together. And I was overall very happy with what we saw from them. I think that if FPX can maintain this level moving into